Scalebound, an ARPG developed by Platinum Games and published by Microsoft, or, as you may know, meant to be published by Microsoft. Who ended up publishing it? Nobody, because it was canceled. This one went down as one of the most unfortunate cancellations in all of video games. But why was it canceled? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi guys, this is DPX, and I am the In-Depth Detective. Welcome to the show with the same name. Today we look at the sad fate of Scalebound. Now before we get started though, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber. Scalebound actually started long ago, in 2006 in fact. On top of that, Scalebound started in the same month Platinum Games was founded. So Scalebound was definitely one of their first things that they were working on. According to the game's director, Hideki Kamiya, he still has me blocked on Twitter by the way, Scalebound was originally intended to be a Wii game where you used the Wii remote to control and order dinosaurs around. Platinum soon established themselves as a great game developer, with many games like Bayonetta, in which Scalebound was actually going to be made similar to that, but instead made into a dragon game. But then, Microsoft came along. The Xbox One was coming out at the end of 2013, so Microsoft and Platinum decided to make Scalebound an Xbox One exclusive. This was, at least from a consumer perspective, a really good move, as Platinum had a lot of consumer respect with games like Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, Vanquish, and Mad World, amongst others, being all very well received. So this can ignite interest in the Xbox One. On top of that, Hideki Kamiya was finishing up his work on the wonderful 101 to return to Scalebound. However, it took 2 years for any sort of update on the game to come out. At Microsoft's E3 2014 press conference, Scalebound was officially revealed, as well as it being an exclusive to the Xbox One. That was also revealed. It was an IP that Microsoft needed to promote their new console. There were many gameplay mechanics that were shown and looked pretty promising, and as a whole, the game looked really promising as well. It was safe to say that this was Platinum's most ambitious game yet, and even used the then new Unreal Engine 4. However, Hideki Kamiya made a statement addressing his concerns with working with an overseas studio, as Platinum has never done that before. Scalebound was scheduled to release in 2016, but at E3 2015, where you would expect something on the game was just completely mysteriously absent. Furthermore, Microsoft and Platinum delayed the game a full year from its original holiday 2016 release window. Many people started to get worried due to the many red flags, but Aaron Greenberg, who was the vice president of Microsoft, put out a statement, with the gist being that they want the game to be great, and so they are using the time they need on the game. So what happened next? Despite the delays and issues behind the project, Scalebound made appearances at E3 and at Gamescom, but due to the demos shown, there were some more concerns. To put it lightly, the demos were rough. In the case of the Gamescom demo, there were many technical issues such as poor frame rate, blurry graphics, and some strange and unfinished looking animations. However, demos shown under closed doors were a different story, as Platinum were way more comfortable with showing them. The divide started to form, however. Platinum promoted the game like it was something they've never done before, but Microsoft promoted it differently, which probably led to some tension behind the scenes. 2016 was coming to a close, and then Microsoft and Platinum decided to take a nice look at Scalebound. And, well, Microsoft and Platinum were looking at all aspects of Scalebound and decided what to do moving forward. There were many issues such as the clashing views, technical issues, or the overall scale of the game. So because of all this, Microsoft and Platinum decided to part from each other. It was possible Microsoft could have went out to find another developer as they own the IP, but they decided not to. Because of this, Scalebound ceased development and was cancelled. This was one of the most unfortunate cancellations in video games. A game with such promise and such scale, and was actually quite close to its scheduled published release date, got cancelled. Many fans were upset that the game was cancelled and wanted to see it, come back. Obviously, that's easier said than done. And in a way, I want to share my opinion. This is definitely unfortunate, but in a way, I do kind of have admiration for both Microsoft and Platinum for canceling this. As, yeah, would have loved to see it, but they decided when to walk away and not put out a rushed and unfinished project, especially one with such promise. In early 2020, this year in fact, Platinum Games announced that they were starting to self-publish their games. And then they were asked about Scalebound, to where producer Itsushi Inaba said, "Whatever happens with this project, we can't really do anything with it unless Microsoft lets us. But it's a game that we fell in love with, and if the opportunity arises, it's something we would love to return to." So it's clear to all of us that Platinum would love to finish this game, but Microsoft owns the IP. So if they don't let it happen, it's not happening. And as much as I personally and many others would have loved to see this game, I think it's best that it be left alone. But that's my opinion. I'm going to throw the question over to you. Do you think that the game should be left alone as it couldn't be finished, or would you like to see it again? YouTube took away polls, so just comment below your answer. Anyways, that was this episode of The In-Depth Detective. Hope you liked this, comment, subscribe, and shout out to Psycho the Fox in the MeCast Discord server, who got the episode right. Anyways, see you guys.